Hello everyone, it is Cyber, and today I am back with a brand new video. And this video is the apex, the catalyst of who I am today. And this video is the alcohol experience. So this is the day that started it all, the catalyst of my current indulgence and intoxicants. It was a cold night in November of 2017. Around this time, I think Jake Paul, or it was Logan, I think. Yeah, he recorded a dead body in the motherfucker forest, where the fuck it is in Japan. Who gives a fuck? But I was a wee 14-year-old lad. My parents were gone for the night. I was bored on the living room couch, and I decided to head downstairs to my game room and hop on my shitty 2011 Mac to play some Minecraft. So a little backstory. Back in these days, I used YouTube to listen to music. So I opened YouTube, and I noticed Etika is streaming. At this time, Etika was like top 3 of my favorite content creators. I loved Etika so much. Even to this day, I watch a lot of VTubers. I love VTubers a lot, but I would rather watch Etika over any VTuber. It doesn't give a fuck if it's Panko, Amelia, fucking Cleo. I don't give a fuck who it is. Fucking Yui, Ui, fuck them. Etika was the best streamer I have ever seen in my life. But Etika was a fucking gem in a bunch of coal. So I was gonna play some Minecraft and have him in the back as background noise. And about 20 minutes in the stream, Etika decides to drink, and he asked his viewers to drink with him. And 14-year-old me hasn't drank yet, but my goat said so. So I was like, fucking bet. So I headed upstairs and went into the freezer. And guess what? My parents had a fifth of Crown Royal apple. I poured some in a cup, probably about 3 or 4 shots worth, depending on how much you scale your shots. Even this day, I have fucking arguments with my fucking friend Xander. I mentioned him in previous stories. He's still my day one to this day. Fucking a good shot is like, a good fucking shot. So I poured about 3 or 4 of those. I've had some alcohol before, but like tiny sips of like wine or beer. Nothing that would get me, intoxicated. But now was the time for that. It was time for me to get fucking drunk. And guess what? It was a fucking doozy. I took that tiny cup of Crown Royal and began to take my first ever shot of hard alcohol. And man, it was fucking awful. It fucking sucked. It burned my throat. I almost threw up. It was some ass, dude. Honestly, I'm surprised that I've made it this far drinking. But dude, that first shot that I've ever took in my life was fucking terrible. And I almost fucking threw up everywhere. I'm glad I didn't, because if I did, that shot would be weaker and be like, this is alcohol. It's not that strong. Fucking boy, guess what? Yes, it is. And now that I'm older, alcohol doesn't burn my throat like at all. Like I could drink and it doesn't burn my throat one bit. I have zero recoil whatsoever, unless it's some alcohol that I've never tried before. I might get a face like, ugh, but like I'm never like, oh my god, my fucking throat. So that's one good thing about consuming alcohol frequently is that you lose that burning throat feeling. Even now, it's been around 5 years since alcohol actually burned my throat. If anything, now it usually burns my stomach, but not in a painful way. More of like, it's hitting type of way. Not like, oh my god, my stomach hurts. It's more like, yo, I'm about to get fucking lit. So I solo slipped my Crown Royale while playing Minecraft, and honestly, for the first 20 minutes, nothing really happened. I was like, yo, alcohol's not that crazy. These adults are fucking retarded. I eventually finished the little cup I had, burning my teeth through the nasty taste. Even to this day, Crown Royal apple fucking blows. Do not bring me fucking Crown Royal. Same with Pink Whitney. I just rather not drink. I don't give a fuck what it is. If you're like, I got some fucking Crown Royal, I got some Pink Whitney. Man, shut the fuck up. I am not drinking with you, bro. I would rather fucking jump off a fucking tree than drink Pink Whitney or Crown Royal apple. Fuck that. So I was in Minecraft. I was mining a tree, and boom, it fucking hit. The first drug I've ever done that wasn't Adderall or where the fuck it was. I smoked weed before this, but I didn't get high at all. But my first time getting drunk, a wave of euphoria, and my body felt so warm. I couldn't wipe the smile off my face, and honestly, it was world changing how fucking good I felt. In this moment, I was 14, so I've never done anything more past a vape. I smoked my parents' weed that they had. It was fucking ass. I didn't get high at all. But at this moment in time, this was the most intoxicated I've ever been, and it was fucking awesome. So I continue watching Etika. He's drank a bit by now, and at this time, I think he was already in his mid-20s, This is 2017. I think Edeko would have been 33 this year. I don't know, but so he took more shots, and for him, it wouldn't hit as hard like it did for me. Unfortunately, I didn't listen to music this time. I wasn't blacked out, but it was a perfect level of drunk to not get hungry the next day. Even though I doubt it would, because back then when I drank, I didn't get hungover at all. Like the next day, I'd be fucking up and at 'em, bro. I had a fucking fresh liver, and guess what? It should be prepared for the current situation I'm in. I didn't keep track of time, but I chilled on Minecraft for a bit and absolutely made zero progress. I for real ran around and hit trees and eventually died when it turned night. Tired of this, I turn off that shit and go upstairs to watch some fucking Rick and Morty. I watch it, usually stoned as hell, but this time I was drunk and it was probably the funniest shit I've ever seen. No fucking meme. Bro, I should have watched the Pickle Rick episode. Like, this was, bro, probably, okay, look at funniest shit of all time. TV shows wise, Ted. Ted is the funniest shit. Malcolm Middle, second funniest shit. Third, Rick and Morty. But like this time, it was probably number one. So while I was watching Rick and Morty, my mom decided to call me. I don't remember what time it was. I was too drunk at this time to remember the time. But I told her I was going to bed soon. I sounded really drunk looking back on it now, but I guess they didn't suspect their 14-year-old son stole their alcohol. It's fucking crazy because like now that I'm older, I'm like, dude, I was fucking drunk as shit. But my parents didn't know shit. I fucking miss these times, bro. I didn't have to fucking worry about shit, dude. I would do anything I wanted. And it's like, oh, they think I'm smoking weed. Bitch, no the fuck I'm not. So yeah, that was my first time getting drunk. And from the years from 2017 to 2020, I drank occasionally, maybe 3 or 4 times a year. Nothing really compared to now. Now it's like weekly. Alcohol back then was special. It was easy to do. It tastes like horse ass, but it was fun in the bottle. I was like, it's like weed. And it kind of still is, Most memorable drunk I had from these was in 2018, right after BO4 came out. After Thanksgiving, and my parents had a bottle of Patron. They left it on the kitchen table, and I snuck some shots out of it. And they were suspicious this time, but I kept going in and out of the kitchen. I was like, oh, I'm just getting some water. But I drank a good amount, and this time I got nice and drunk. I played Classified in BO4, and I decided to go beat my meat, and I deadass lost the cone, bro. I texted my fucking group chat. I was like, bro, I fucking beat my meat, and the cone is gone. It was somewhere in my room. For like an hour. But like later, I realized that it was on my fucking leg this whole time. I was playing that shit, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and it was on my fucking leg. Shit was retarded as fuck, but probably like top 5 drunk moments. But yeah, that was the alcohol experience. That was the first time I've ever decided to do. But that was my my first drunk, and I've had drunk since then. I got drunk in 2020 in like November or December. I was playing Sekiro, listening to fucking Mori Calliope, bro. That ass. I would listen to Mori Calliope unironically at the time because I was like, oh my god, they're so new. Fucking girl, Amelia. I fell in love with Amelia like back then, but like this time I was listening to fucking Callie. Oh, holy shit, it was so good to me. But like now that I'm like older, I'm like, this shit is ass. This shit is fucking sucks. And I hate saying that because like Callie's like cool as fuck, but nothing meant by it. She can't rap, but she can sing. She can sing for real. She can't rap for shit. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Smash the fucking like button. Smash the subscribe button. Do all that shit. And I'll see you guys in the next one.